the show this evening. I am your host, Murda. Joining me tonight is my good friend, SoLucky, and we have a Division B West matchup. It's going to be Divine 9 versus First Pick Nova. Lucky, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good, Murda. What's going on, my man?
We're chilling, we're hanging out, getting to cast some NGS tonight. And what is going on here in chat? Looks like Joker on our side and Rabbit will have the hat. Okay, so Joker is wearing their portrait. Okay, so teams are in lobby. We're waiting on one more though, and we should be able to get this game one started. Let me go over what happened during the coin flip. First pick Nova won the toss, banned away Infernal Shrines. Jason from Divine 9 decided to ban away Cursed Hollow. First map here is Towers of Doom, and we're going to finish off the night on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So yeah, it was actually a really quick coin toss. These captains had exactly what they wanted in mind and wasted absolutely no time. I think we got through in about 15 seconds. So that was pretty fun to see. Yeah, so we're just kind of hanging out. Let me type to these guys and see what the holdup is here because no one's told me yet. Hey, what's the holdup? Is this person on the way? So I haven't gotten a cast since Monday. I did the Bush versus Unicorns United. It was a fantastic affair. We saw the Bush absolutely dominate, take it 2-0. That was a Division D West matchup. It was all fun. I did a little solo cast at night. Had a lot of great support in chat. Was very thrilled to see the support from the community come out for that one. And hopefully we get some cool people showing up tonight. Threw out a little blast in the NGS Discord. I did just get an update from the captain of First Pick Nova, and it looks like the last person is about 4 minutes away, stuck in some traffic. So we're gonna hang tight. He has about 10 minutes or so until Divine 9 can start their complaining about it being too late. But I think these teams want to play. I doubt they're gonna try to enforce a forfeit here tonight. I got nothing going on after this, so it's all good with me.
Is this I'm sorry, did you say West game or is this an East game?
Yeah, this is Division B West.
West, yeah, it makes sense. It is about that traffic.
Yeah,
extended
West
traffic
Coast.
time for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's look at these standings because I was looking at it pregame, and we actually have a situation here where Divine 9 is 5 points on the scoreboard. They have 1 win, 2 draws, 0 losses. First pick Nova enters this match with 4 points, so 1 point behind. They have 1 win, 1 draw, and 2 losses on the season. The 1 win coming on this stream last week up against my good friends with Team Skyarch. Was a great game there as well. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We have Jet in lobby. Says, sorry, guys. I think these teams are ready to go. I'm going to throw out an R. If you can make kicks the banner. Yeah, got that. Oh, I think, didn't Jason say he wanted someone else's the banner? Did I mess that up?
Let's see, scroll in chat.
Oh, Rapid should have the hat. Okay, got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. And looks like we're good to go. Let's start this. Let's start this, baby! Alright, welcome to Towers of Doom. And first band, first pick, will be on the side of Divine 9 here in this one. They are on the left-hand side. First pick Nova on your right-hand side in the red tonight. Towers of Doom.
TOD, baby.
We're expecting some of the meta bands here. Phoenix might have. What are we looking at here?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be safe and standard, you just spin out those meta heroes. Or, if you want to play them, maybe just leave them both up and try and pick one or the other. Depends on if you practiced on them.
I think I'd like to see him leave them up. I want to see some.
It's more fun.
Yeah, I want to see some stuff come out. I'm quite frankly sick of seeing the Maya band. I think Maya has one of the most interesting kits right now. Her engagement is so good. She's got really, really good team fighting, and she's a playmaker, as you know.
Yeah.
As you know, I've been playing her a bunch of Hero League recently with a lot of success, and
My main over here. I
we
like
have
it.
a main over here. Malfurion's the ban, so this will leave an opportunity for either Phoenix or Maiev to enter this pick. Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted, I think.
I like it too. I like to see the action with two. I mean, they both have fun kits, right? They both have kits that do flashy things, Salvo or Warden's Cage. So it's fun to get these heroes in the game.
And Stukov will follow, so both of the top support picks banned away in the first ban phase. Sonya taken off the top by Divine Nine. Very quick pick there. Is that a little early? What are our thoughts on giving Sonya there? Because now Phoenix and Maiev are still up here for first pick Nova.
Yeah, that is interesting. So I played some dabbles in Maiev too. I noticed Sonya doesn't really care about Maiev. Sonya's also still, like high tier soul laner. So maybe they just have a Sonya player that's just like, give me the Sonya baby, and I'm gonna run down top lane and double soak for you and do all these things. Double soaking is a possibility on this map, definitely. So maybe that's their strat? Question
I
mark.
feel that, and you also get, of course, the clamp clear, the camp clear.
Again, that OP clam clear.
You should be clamping all day, baby. Yeah, so I think the merc pressure that she can provide is something that you don't have to worry about drafting anything else in the draft. You have to still ETC and Grayman. Okay, so now the draft is taking a real spin that I don't know what's going on here yet.
This is wild. This is wild, dude. This is an old ass meta. ETC and Greymane. I mean, but hey, listen, it's more comfort too. But yeah, ETC would fill the meta slot of what Diablo and Garish now are. Greymane kind of he's a little old in the meta. He's not that Maiev. He's not that Phoenix. So maybe we'll see these picks. Maiev Phoenix coming up now. I would pick up both of them if I'm being honest. If I'm Divine Nine. I pick up both. I just pick up both those heroes.
There's Maiev.
We'll see if we get the 2 for 2. Oh, Maiev Phoenix is so dirty too.
Yeah, I mean,
plus the salvo or even Planet Cracker. Like,
oh yeah, a big pull in. Of course, they can look for some other lockdown up here with the Maiev if they don't want the Phoenix or Rhaegar. Okay, so 2 supports gone. They want something, and this actually does give them an opportunity if you're Divine Nine to ban away yet another support here. Who would that support be? Uther, maybe? Uther to go with the Greymane?
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, I could definitely see that too. I mean, hard stuns kind of shut down Maiev too. Like hard CC, Chain CC does shut down Maiev from being okay. Uther is banned out. I like it. They choke out support and they take their Rhaegar.
Alright, so I'm cool with that. Diablo ban I'm also cool with. One of the strongest tanks right now. It leaves up Garrosh. We don't know if that's going to be able to be played by Divine Nine's success or not. I'm not as familiar with your tank player to know if that's in his repertoire. But we should note that the Garrosh is available. Plenty of tanks actually. You still have a Murden up there, or you can even just play a Blaze, dude. Honestly, the wave clear on this map is pretty good. You have a Sonya to help. But
the Arthas too. I don't know. Arthas is so out of meta, but he's out of meta, but he's a pretty good counter to Greymane still.
Right.
You can't ever go Worgen really. You're gonna make Greymane stay in range for him. Yeah, interesting. No Garrosh ban. I thought it would have been Garrosh because Garrosh also has Greymane problems.
There's the Blaze for the Soul Lane up against Sonya and Cassia. So we have Phoenix falling all the way now to pick number 8 and 9. Will he get picked up in this draft at all?
It's interesting. I mean, and you know what? First Pick Nova also committed to double physical damage DPS. So we'll see. Maybe Divine Nine runs a Johanna. Maybe they punish it that way.
Sure.
Or maybe they go with the standard. Or maybe they go. I mean, Garrosh is really great against Cassia too. Holy crap! So Divine Nine, in my opinion, has amazing draft. Whichever route they go, unless they pick something crazy, like unless they, they're not going to pick an Anubrak, right? Because Anubrak is a spell damage tank and struggles against. Unless they make a huge snafu here, I think
So
Fine, gonna draft.
you like having Maya into Cassia.
So Maiev, most of her damage comes from her fan of knives. Also just pulling back Cassie, since Cassie is such like she almost plays like a melee. She's not really ranged because her range is so short, so she has to step up. Materials picked up with Li Mei.
I love these. That's a Jason pick there, the Li Ming. Getting the material to jump inside Warden's cage for this sanctification is going to be amazing for them, especially if Greymane is stuck in there deep. They're going to get a lot of protection up against his Warden form. A big fan of having material here. Do they have enough peel for their backline of this Li Ming Rhaegar?
That will be interestingly enough to see. We'll have to find out. I do like the Tyrael. Honestly, I kind of wish they had some CC, but I see what they're doing because ETC and Blaze have really good stuns. So you gotta give Maiev something to really carry those team fights when that Warden's Cage comes out. I would have preferred for Divine Nine to take the Uther instead of the Rhaegar, and then flex into a more flexible tank, like a pre-10 tank like Garrosh, who it's not you're not relying so much on that like tank. You can do things outside of it. But last pick Lucio. How do you feel about it?
Okay, so Lucio will help with his barrier against what? I guess.
Maiev, I guess.
I mean, yeah,
No, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense if you're going in on the Warden's Cage and leaving throwing out a combo. It's like you just pop that sound barrier really quick. But
yeah. I mean, if you're Divine 9, you're looking to interrupt sound barrier. That is your number one goal in these team fights. And if they can do that, I don't see how they lose fights. They got one reset for Li Ming, and we do see Jason playing her. It could spell disaster for Spignova. Of course, they need to be careful not to overlap their ultimates. They have two defensive plays here. One's the bunker, one's the barrier. They need to be very conscious of not overlapping that. The audio quality on the left guy is not good. All right, hold on.
am I the left guy?
I'm turning off the soundboard because apparently it's all messed up. That should be better, Cable Schmack. Apologies there. Hopefully that works out more. We are loading into draft number 1. Or excuse me, game number 1 after the draft number 1. And I think everyone's good. Alright, yeah, there we go. Alright, and on the left-hand side tonight, we have Divine 9. The captain, Jason, is on Li Ming. Joker, 490 Frozen, playing the Sonya Rabbit Penguin on Tyrael. Phantoms, going to play Maiev. And the healers tonight will be Judge Bread on Rhaegar.
First pick Nova, not picking Nova. Led by their captain Mongoose on the ETC. You have Kix playing that Lucio. Jets playing the Greymane. You have Larson on that Cassia pick. And we have solo laner Blaze played by Party Boy Corey.
Party Boy!
I like that name. Have a party with Sonya top lane.
Alright, let's check out some of these level 1 talents. We do have Bonds of Justice from Maiev, so she's going to be looking to get a lot of those humble lines off here in this game. And of course, Justice for All is a pick for Tyrael. There's an humble line and a quick kill on the ETC. Not able to power slide away from that one. First blood going over to Divine 9.
The power of Maiev shown within the first 30 seconds of the match. Who would have thought?
I like this quick rotation too out of Divine 9 already jumping on this wave. Rhaegar actually runs leading the way in his doggo form. Up top, we do have a matchup. It's Sonya versus Blaze. And so far, Joker 490 Frozen is demolishing Blaze. He has an opportunity almost to kill there. It's about 10% health for Blaze. He has to back up to as well. Use the tap early.
Yeah, Party Boy Corey, not having too much fun at this party. Sonya's shown why, people will like pick up Sonya early because she's such a dominant solo laner.
I'm hoping the audio quality that you're suggesting has been fixed. I did turn something off. I hope that worked. If it's not off, I apologize. apologize. Maybe I should check. Yeah, it's off. Okay, I gotta pull everything back up. Okay, we're still okay. Sorry for the delay here. I just literally turned everything, lowered it. Okay. Alright, bottom lane here. We do see Divine 9 see doing well. They have Sapper is going to rip down one of the towers there. ETC soaking mid. Not here to support his team right now. And it's really giving Divine 9 the opportunity to get a lot of structural damage started off in this game.
Yeah, they took out the full. They took out the cannon and the wall. Not the full wall because there's still a bottom cannon bottom lane. But and you see the XP too. Divine 9 almost has like an 80% lead, almost a full level lead. But the Nova squad's picking up the slack in XP.
And I believe we should have. Yep, there it is. The altar is spawning here shortly. Of course, it's 3 on the first one. Kicks presumably scouting and push. Radar not letting them have too much fun and get a little doggo charging on them. I believe top lane should be split evenly. Sonya will grab hers. Blaze should grab his. This bot lane, though, this is where we're going to get the action. We're going to see ETC come down and support his team finally. Right now, it looks like a gang tapped on the rapid bank material trouble. Going to have his Bruins get away. Power Strike going to miss. And here we go. Channeling on both sides. Top is Sonya and Blaze, and this is the fight on bottom I was talking about. We'll see what happens here. Material, ETC, Great Mate all join the fight here. Upper Mind connecting on 2. Pulling back Lucio, he does have his heal available, so there's some HP back for his team. The group on the radar, the backside is Blaze joining the fight. Getting stunned out by this pure Sonya. Down to 200 health, 2 heroes so low, looking for a reset for leaving. Can they find one? Everyone's dying. There's the first kill in the fight. Making 2 is leaving. Getting it done. Actually, Radar picking up the double kill there. And that will be the second altar of this phase, going over to Divine 9.
And you see the power of Maiev just getting these triple tethers, these double tethers, getting the resets, and they're I'll say First Pick Nova is clumping up against comp that you don't really want to clump up against. You don't want to clump against Sonya to spin. You want to clump up against Li Ming to get a lot of value for her abilities. And then same with Maiev. And you see Divine 9, after they got that objective, they're working on their bottom siege camp. And they're already almost a full level ahead. Almost a full level ahead right now.
Yeah, full level. And of course, they have an opportunity to invade this camp here. Looks like Maiev is going to scout it. And Mongoose is there. So do they want to hold Tyrael down? Looks like they will, but will they get aggressive here? They have sappers in lane already. They could just escort these. Looks like Lucio now is going to try to come in and prohibit this from happening, but there's no way these sappers can stop here on bot side right now. And indeed, they do run in. There's no bot connecting on the Cassia. A stun there, too. And a kill. They're going to pick up the Cassia. She was not able to activate her armor with her movement, and a quick one there. 4-0 now for Divine 9.
Yeah, Divine 9 is controlling these lanes mid and bottom. They're getting picks too, so they're punishing kind of any mispositioning with the Maiev and the Tyrael speed them up. And so their comp's working out nice for them. ETC looking for a slide. Eldruins might get thrown out, and I think Penguin is fine. He's just going to Eldruins back. The sappers do hit the bottom cannon, so getting some value for is it First Pick Nova?
First pick Nova. Indeed. Right now, there are focus switched down the top, but on the bot side, we have this altar that spawns. Judge Fred starting the channel early. Cassia not able to interrupt it. And once again, we have an altar being picked up by Divine 9. And make the score 36-28. They're ahead by 8 points. And on their way, a level ahead to getting their level 10 talents here.
Yes, so Divine 9 is kind of controlling right now. Mongoose, ETC on the slide, getting slide on the Tyrael. Tyrael's just going to Eldruins away. Looks like Lucio's trying to get into more damage, but ultimately Tyrael is just too close to his fort.
And I do like the progress they have on this bottom side for here. Oh wow, the great engagement now because level 10 is still not picked up by Divine 9. Rhaegar is in trouble. Judge Fred having to drop his totem to heal himself and is able to escape with this trade and picking up that kill quickly by Phantoms. Now level 10 strong line. Will they take this engagement? he's gonna fall without it. That's a double kill and a potential opportunity to get down this first fort of the game.
The counter engaged by Divine Nine is very nicely done. It looked like Rhaegar was in trouble, but the 4-man squad was right there to protect him, make sure he didn't get singled out. And they got counter kills, which is great. They didn't even have to use any ultimates. And they're going to take these sappers. The bottom fort is already low for first pick Nova, so these sappers should 100% finish this fort, assuming first pick Nova does not defend. And altars are spawning.
Wrath form Sonya just tried going in for the 2-for-1 and she's holding it right now.
You know it can happen, baby.
Blaze fell so low. Oh, he actually canceled his heart, so he wants to stay here. Looking to get healed up by kicks, but okay, Sonya's not gonna bother anymore. Just get back to your team, pick up this altar. Level 10s are now picked up. Lianing's been holding her selection, waiting for ETCs, so we'll see which direction the cow wants to go. And then Jason will follow suit. Will they get an interrupt here? They do onto Lucio. Now here's a good fight up at the top right.
Oh, that Sank and Ancestral. The Mosh comes out, immediately interrupted by Jason with the Wave of Force.
There's the kill, the reset starting for Li Ming, finding one. Can they find another here? They're not gonna see it, but they do end up with the double kill, the double altar, and now it is 36-20. A huge lead has been opened up for Divine Nine, and this fort on the bot side hanging on the threads.
Very well played by Divine Nine. I want to know too. I want to give a shout out to Joker 490 Frozen. So when the Blaze was thinking about backing, the Blaze wanted to come back to the right side altar, wanted to assist his team, and Sonya just speared on top of him, forced out an early bunker, and so the a little side note, they didn't even have a bunker for that because Joker 490 Frozen just kind of went in and took the 1v2 and forced out a free bunker and did a lot of damage.
Yeah, absolutely. They end up getting this fort. Now they have 3 sappers starting to push through this bottom line here. They are not quite level 13 yet, but they will get 1, 2, and 3 pumpkins across the line. More points for Divine 9. Now they're ready to get their level 13s. Up top, we see Sony with 2 pumpkins of her own here.
Sonya doing work, holding it up down the top lane, and you see kind of what happens when if you have your soul laner dominated so heavily, you have to send multiple resources, and that's what's happened throughout this entire game. And then the bottom 4-man, you see Lucio kind of hovering to help out the Blaze, and now Divine Nine's just going to 4v3 fight down and bottom on top of their own trying to take control.
Waiting for the Umbral Bind to finish, didn't quite get it off. I do not think a Warden's Cage is available. Actually, it was, because we do have ultimates now in the UI that work. You can see that it was available.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It wasn't used there though. Like, yeah, I would like to see it come out there.
I mean, I'm okay with the Warden's Cage not being used because I don't know if they had a lot of kill potential, and now they have it for the objective, more importantly, so they can just ideally zone them off. If this team wants, oh my God, Maya by herself got in the bind, but she's surrounded by 4 people. Will she die? ETC slide. The Big Saint comes out, totally stops. The Warden Cage used right now. Then Big Phantoms, but Maya is still going to go down, 2 singled out. Ramian looking for more kills, going to get taken out by the fort, looks like. And we got more caps on the side of Divine Nine. And first pick Nova only has 7 shots on the core health, so they're kind of in dire situation right now.
Yeah, the only thing that really saved them during that Warden's Cage was the barrier from kicks. It was fantastically played. Definitely, oh whoa, Mosh Pit there interrupted by Jason and the Wave of Force. Great job there by Divine Nine. They're going to have this disengagement. I don't think ETC can quite get in, and Sonya's playing really aggressive now. Joker 490 Frozen is looking for some kills here. He is not scared. I believe he has his breath form up, and there's one Jason looking for his reset. Will he find it? Yeah, make it 2 and 3. ETC is going to fall as well. And oh my God, they can just run up the boss right now and make this a 1 cap away from winning situation. But Chad on the gray making sure that
Host connection detected.
Sonya went a bit too far, and I think he might have forgotten that bottom fort was lost, so the fort was kind of aggroing on top of him. And then Grayman just saw an opportunity to go for that barbarian throw and took it.
Alright, so yeah, huge kill. I do want to say a big thank you to Snag for that 10 viewer host, and welcome to the channel, Archangel, our captain and leader of NGS. Thank you so much for stopping in here this evening. I'm having some sort of audio issue. I do apologize to anyone who's watching. I will do my best to get it fixed in the mid-game here after round number 1 here. So bear with us. Right now we do see a huge power slide onto Li Ming. She's able to barely scoop behind her wall, but now our team doesn't now for this fight. My Nev is bottom, getting a capture there. Now Jason rejoining after his tap. We'll see if they can make anything happen. No one's on the backside also right now. Kick's trying to desperately channel on this side. A great holy ground to split the team, and there's a bunker. Playing with the ancestral and the sanctification. The bunker's going to expire soon. With so many some of these health bars on the side of Divine 9, there is the ball lightning, and it's not actually going to get kills. It's going to get killed for Divine 9. Joker already frozen escaping. The Tyrael eventually does fall here, but they're going to pick up 1, 2, and 3 more kills, make it a 4 for 1, and make it game number 1 for Divine 9. Well played, GG. Let's get out of here and fix some audio issues, SoLucky.
Yeah, let's fix. Is it your audio?
Yeah, it's my audio. I don't know
guys, we know this is Murda, typical Murda, messing around with his audio settings after they're perfect.
Man, it feels bad. We are going to take a short break. Hopefully, you can at least hear me saying this. So give us about 5 or 6 minutes. Might take a little extended break just to get it all settled, and we will be back for more of this NGS action. Thank you so much for stopping in. All right, ladies and gents, we're back. I am hoping you can hear me. If you can't hear me, complain in chat, throw a what face or something like that. These teams are ready to go for game number 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen. I'm not going to waste any time. These teams have already informed me that they're ready. I'm going to count them in, and we're going to get this draft underway.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
All right, Lucky, you're still with me. I know you could hear me during that. I don't know, maybe it was Discord causing some sort of issue. Hopefully what I did by restarting my soundboard fixed it. If not, I'm going to be meeting with my main man, Crow, after this, and we're going to have a discussion on what the heck is going on. Maiev banned right away, and this time I think it was called for, Lucky.
I believe so. I think first pick Nova saw the power of some S-tier assassins making their way through the draft, and when it's not on your team, it can be hard to play against unless you have specific answers for those S-tier assassins.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you saw how punishing those tethers were early. I mean, like, ETC died within the first 30 seconds to a really good Maiev tether.
Yeah, the moment a Maiev gets on your team is the moment you're like, oh shit, like you're in trouble.
Baby,
and,
it happened.
Please no, Maiev, don't hurt me. Yeah, no one wants to see it. You hate to see it actually, and banning it away, I think is definitely the right play here. Tomb of the Spider Queen, another small map where she just has so many more opportunities to connect on an Umbral Bind. So. Glad to see it for first pick Nova. They want to pick up a win here and want to get the split, and they're going to try to do it off the back of Phoenix.
Phoenix, S-tier BB. So I'm surprised Phoenix made it through. I thought if you see the Maiev ban, usually the safe thing is to ban out the Phoenix, so one team does not get the S-tier and the other doesn't have the S-tier assassin.
Right.
But maybe, it looks like Divine 9 knows what they're doing. So, hey, look, they have the Medivh. Medivh can be really impactful as well. And they pair it with ETC.
ETC, a very strong tank as always. Maybe not the strongest in this current burst meta. I know the Diablo has become very fashionable as of late, as well as the Garrosh, of course. A little more burst potential out of those two guys that you can set up with your team. But you can never, ever, ever not respect a good mosh pit. Chat informing me it's fixed with a smiley face. Giggle Schmack, thank you so much for making it through that whole debacle. I do want to say a big thank you to Steel throwing the bit in there with the not like this face. Deserve it. I very much deserve it. I know the level lead in game number 1 deserved it as well. There's that smexy voice. Thank you so much.
The Crusade.
Johanna Goldan, the picks for first pick Nova. Yeah, wave clear, double wave clear right here out of these two.
I like the Goldan too, man. Phoenix is like that hybrid that used, like Phoenix almost feels like, well, like kind of like a ranged hybrid carry where Valor used to be. A lot of mixed damage, can do single target DPS, physical damage. Can also do a lot of AoE damage with the Q. And then Goldan too, just like more wave clear. Johanna more wave clear. And right now Divine 9 is showing ETC and Medivh, so they need to pick up some wave clear, just not to get completely out rotated and falling behind on these waves rotations.
Yeah, and I think it is going to signal to Divine 9 that they need to pick it up in terms of wave clear. ETC Medivh is not nearly enough. They got to find something. Mages that could help, I guess a Jaina or a Kael'thas might do the trick. Is that the route they want to go? Already having a Medivh, though, is the question, which it might not be. They'd be a little backline heavy if they want to add another mage now.
Yeah, you run into that risk of doing like this double mage type thing. Even though Medivh is not specifically, he's not that your typical mage. He doesn't do real physical damage, which is okay because on the side of the first Nova, they have the anti-physical damage tank Johanna. So it may not be terrible for Divine 9 to go like the Jaina or something like that. Like, we don't see Kael'thas as much, but I'm still a huge fan of Kael'thas. Certain comps, you get, especially like ETC, both those mages would work. The gravity laps after the slide, or you can use the blizzard after the slide, things like like that. But they have their options now. They're thinking about what they want to do. They got to think carefully.
And we did see a Blaze and Sonya banned out. That was the matchup in the Soul Lane, so we're going to see some new heroes enter that matchup. And that's a whole other storyline to bring up here in this draft. Divine 9 has opportunity to hold their Soul Lane pick for their last slot. So I'd expect to see the support and some sort of wave clear come out. There's the support Rhaegar. Wave clear, but also solo lane, it's Leoric. I think this is a good option for them. It gives them a strong solo laner. And it also gives them a ton of wave clear that we know they're lacking. Matchups into Leoric that they're going to like, there's not too many at this point. You took away the Sonya. First pick Nova actually took it away from themselves. And really what's left to deal with the Leoric?
So it's interesting to see first pick Nova bans. Both of those I mean, the Maiev, they let through the first time, but then they realized this, like, they can't let it through. Too impactful. So I would consider the first ban like a respect ban, but also, like, you know, just banning S tier. And then Sonya, they banned out the Sonya. Sonya, Joker 490 Frozen was just dominating top lane, so they just threw out another respect ban. They don't want to deal with it.
That Joker is a mean Joker.
He's just, you know, the party boy Corey was not having a fun time at that Joker's party. you know that Joker always ruins parties.
Yeah. Thrall is going to be the answer for Leoric. Uther will be the support. How does? Oh my gosh, that was really quick. Kerrigan popped off there. What's the play with Uther though? Wow, what could they be trying to do with Uther here?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. But you know, like, okay, so interestingly enough, Thrall is good into Legar, and then they picked up the Uther, and then Divine Nine went Kerrigan into Uther, which is almost like a little silly because Uther just stuns Kerrigan mid combo, and you don't get that big combo burst.
Yeah.
So interesting draft, very kind of almost off meta, pretty off meta for Divine. But
sure.
I mean, they may have something up their sleeve. The Medivh, alright, so I'll say this. Medivh empowers Kerrigan 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
Medivh really does empower those melee assassins that kind of have fallen out of meta. But if you can make it work, that melee assassin is so much stronger because Kerrigan can pop in, do a combo, get a Medivh shield, run, you know, and just portal out. Just be like, boom, okay, I'm done. I just chunked you out, or I got a kill. You never know.
But we have to mention wave clear on the side of Divine 9 in the 4-man. Like, what is it? Is it Rhaegar is your wave clear? Like, I just don't see what the game plan is, because the comp on the side of first pick Nova is just sick, nasty wave clear.
Yeah, I agree. So I think both teams have different win conditions. Looks like Divine 9, their win condition to these lanes is they need to get picks. Like, Kerrigan is the if you're picks, like, you know, Kerrigan is one of those heroes that help you. You don't go Kerrigan for wave clear, right? You go Kerrigan to get those earth to win the early game. And I think so. Divine 9 has their win condition. They need to get picks. And then on the opposite side, first pick Nova just needs.
Let's introduce these teams. On the left-hand side is Phantoms playing Kerrigan, Joker 490 Frozen on the Leoric. We have Judge Bread playing Rhaegar again, Rabid Penguin on ETC, and up in the air is Jason playing Medivh.
First pick Nova on the right-hand side, we have Mongoose playing with Johanna. Party but Corey on the field. Then we have Kicks on the Uther, Larson on that S-tier Phoenix, and in the bottom lane we have Jet on Thrall.
Alright, level 1 talents. We do have the block coming out from Kerrigan. This is also of surprise to me, especially up against a Gul'dan. I don't know how much value in a quick attacking Phoenix. A fan of block at level 1.
Interesting. I mean, I can see where it can kind of get value against like Raw, and the Phoenix damage does kind of hurt, but it's not like Phoenix went into the AA build, teleport build, kind of went the Q mage damage build.
And we do see a split here for Divine 9, which I think they have to do. They're lacking the wave grid. They're keeping Rhaegar up top for now. He's about to get collapsed on by the whole side of first pick Nova, and Medivh has to come and hover over to help get this XP here. But they're getting zoned out of a couple gems. They're going to fall behind early a little bit. But wow, what a combo there by Phantoms and that Kerrigan. Party Boy Corey falling low on his Gul'dan, and
there he finally does fall down to a Ravage from Kerrigan. First blood once again going over to Divine 9. And Lucky, I was expecting the wave clear to be so much better, but so far I'm just not seeing it. I think Divine 9's actually able to hold their own thus far.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna say it may be a rotation problem on the side of first pick Nova, because it was for Golden to get picked. So since first pick Nova has the better wave clear, there's no reason that the rotation should be sloppy where Golden is getting picked off alone. That to me doesn't make sense. And Divine 9 must have spotted something. A poor rotation and just taking advantage of the pick combo.
We see a siege camp on the bot side getting picked up by Divine 9. Phantoms and Judge Dredd there. Of course, Rhaegar is really good at helping get camps down as a support. Up top, we still see Medivh soaking solo and ETC soaking solo mid. Here comes that siege camp and looking for a kill on the Jet. The combo once again. And this might be why they picked this Kerrigan, because that's 2 kills now off the back of Phantom, making it work. Another host coming in from my NGS family. This one, DB Smiley, bringing over 10 viewers. Thank you so much, my friend. NGS, welcome to the stream. I'm Murda. Joining me tonight is my man Lucky. We are casting Divine 9 versus First Pick Nova. This is the Division B West matchup, late night showdown, and we actually have a double header in store this evening. So if you're having fun with this, stay tuned because we have Regen Red up against Hot Boys, which was played earlier tonight. We're gonna do a little replay cast for you after this one.
Man, Kerrigan getting a lot of value. And we were talking about it, and I was kind of saying, like, the win condition, play the comp. Divine 9, they're one of those teams right now that I see they know how to execute their comp, and they know how to get fixed. That's what they're playing to right now.
Yeah, I want to see a little more aggression, and there it is. Uther with the stun, the power slide saving with that face melt. Judge Dredd was pretty much dead there. We could have called him Judge Dead, but he's saved by his cow, and what a play there by the tank.
Ooh, Mongoose, Jason trying to cut off Mongoose and get some damage. Rhaegar steps into the portal but takes a ton of damage. He may need to back her to find a tap or something.
Oh, Kerrigan again with the combo and the power slide. Pops the Iron Skin to get away. Yeah, if Iron Skin wasn't up there, that was a dead Johanna. Kerrigan is doing so well right now. If you are tuning into this game later on, you got to keep note of Divine 9 and their Kerrigan. We did see a kill on the bot side. Leoric fell to Thrall, lost his gems. And thank you for that follow, Atticus86. Welcome to the RG family, my friend.
It looks like right now Divine 9 is desperately trying to get their turn in, and they do. They get a bottom side. They got the level lead. First Pick Nova will hit 7, so at least their First Pick Nova is on even counters for this first level leader defense that they're going to set up for.
And they had their level 7s, not too much aggression because the Leoric was dead. And let's peek at some of these level 7 talents. It actually is Ancestral Wrath from Thrall. Here's some good damage coming out from Goldan, though. ETC taking some pre-fight damage there. Here come the Web Weavers, though, and this is what you gotta be careful about because a good Kerrigan combo here, wiping a team member, and there will be an incredible amount of siege. There's the attempt on the Mongoose is gonna miss. So cooldowns now for Kerrigan.
Mongoose almost got caught there, but he had a nice juke besides that the Kerrigan combo. Slide by ETC, unstoppable, has his shield back up. Kerrigan goes in, backs out, takes some damage. Mongoose still low, but they did clear the Web Weaver top, and it looks like they're trying to rotate down to mid to clear, but Divine 9 is not letting that rotation go through, really. They're trying to disrupt the rotation.
I actually liked what I saw there. We had the cleanse come out from Rhaegar and the shield come out from Medivh on top of the Kerrigan, and it's like, okay, you can't hurt me for a minute, but you know, it's like you guys pop that. I'm gonna just do what I want as Kerrigan for a minute. So they end up getting 2 walls down, a fort down on bot side. They got work done on the mid fort. Top fort remains pretty healthy and 2 towers live there. So overall, it's pretty good phase. They are very close to level 10, which of course when you get that first turn in is what you really have to try to gun for. I do see a visual bug on Medivh portal. That bar is not spawning on the portal. I don't know if you're seeing that either. And also the mana bars on the top are a little foo bars for me. You having that problem too?
Let's see. The mana bars. They seem okay for me.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, it might just be the Aliyabs then. Yeah, there's been all sorts of UI errors since they fixed the heroic cooldowns. A couple new bugs entered the fray. But here's a little engagement onto Phoenix. There's a combo from Kerrigan. The power slide not quite able to lock in the Phoenix. Right now, backing away with Iron Skin is Johanna, but a great entomb by Leoric. They pick up the kill. Level 10s are online, and that's a huge gem dropped by first pick Nova.
First pick Nova loses their Johanna. They did lose some gems. Luckily, they still have enough to turn, but they need to get 10. It looks like first pick Nova can't even in the realm of these turn-ins until they get their level 10s, and they're pretty close. And they got the bruisers in the meantime as well. There's a couple people bottom from Divine 9. Looking to take that siege, using the portal like the Medivh play. Getting fancy with the portal, getting the quick rotations. And Divine 9 gets another turn-in. And they're clearing out the bruiser too, so they're going to have another push. Maybe they're going to look to push out mid and top ideally. Obviously because bottom has always been pushed. But they got the siege pushing down there anyways.
Yeah, this is huge. Siege in bot lane with the Web Weaver. The focus has to come out from first pick Nova, and you do see all 5 members rotating to this bottom lane. They have to handle this, and it's going to give Divine 9 opportunity to get this fort down on the top side, which is going to be basically free. They have sight on all the members of first pick Nova. They work through these towers quickly, and with this Web Weaver blasting away, there is absolutely no way this fort stands right now. Mid side, we see Medivh getting some scouting for them, which I definitely agree is the proper play here, making sure that his team is going to stay safe on this top side. Fort now down. All 3 forts are down on the side of first pick Nova, and working now on a keep wall. Here we go, Lucky.
Here is the issue if you fall behind on this Web Weaver map. So Divine 9, their Web Weaver is working on, okay, so they got the bottom pin, so they got half the wall, and they're just around level 13. First pick Nova has no, they have the mid outer fort, but that's so low that you can't even really count on that fort, because if I would say if Divine 9 pushes up with a creep wave with 13, they can just kind of bully their ways onto that fort. That means no outer forts for first pick Nova to retreat to.
Yeah,
So
I did misspeak
carefully.
there. I did misspeak there. I thought that fort was down. Someone's portrait must have been over it for a second.
It was close. It was close, but you know they sent a lot of resources to mid and save the fort.
Okay, so Leoric is helping get that level 13 mid, but he's getting attacked upon. Gonna use his spooky hand and a Wraithwalk in combination. There's a fear out by Gul'dan. The circle protection coming out from Medivh, and resetting the fight with a ley line is Jason. There's an entomb onto 2. It's Mongoose and Kicks. The tank and the heal stuck inside, but they're not dead yet. They're pretty sturdy. It's Jet who's in trouble. Has to get the Divine Shield. And a great Iron Skin from Johanna, preventing the Kerrigan combo there. Escaping with his life is Jet. And to my amazement, all the members of first pick Nova escaped that, Lucky.
That was wild. I really thought first pick Nova was going to go down really hard. The Entomb even came out on the Uber and the Johanna. They just got out by the skin of their little heinies. And interestingly enough, too, I thought Divine 9 was really going to wipe them, because they had the the Bruiser Camp getting Skull Armor 2 during that fight.
And we're seeing a little bit of a turn-in. They obviously don't have enough gems here, but they're trying to cash in as much as they can. We do see first pick Nova with more than enough. They're holding 84, have 19 in the bank already. But, oh, Jet, you are stuck, my friend. A little too deep in the soul lane, and the full collapse from Divine 9 going to pick that one up there. And that's 27 gems were the count on top of Thrall. They still have enough for their turn-in, but what it does for Divine 9 is it gives them freedom on this map right now. They're going to be able to get plenty more gems to help their cause, and it's going to keep these waves pushed up, and they could possibly even go for this siege camp bottom, which it looks like Judge Bread, that Rhaegar player, is heading down there. We'll see if Phantom's going to join, and she will.
This is the issue I was talking about before. If you lose your top and mid outer fort, you can't really even soak wave safe. You saw the Thrall was just trying to get some soak, and he got punished heavily. And it looks like there's going to be an invade coming from Divine 9 on, wait, no, sorry, my mistake. It's just, First Pick Nova trying to take their own cruiser camp, but they got a little spooked.
Yeah, Medivh overhead in the Raven form. That's really all the scare you need if you are First Pick Nova. And here's Medivh again. We'll see if Larson wants to back up again. And looks like he will kite this out through the vent. Mongoose holding an anchor here. Walking in aggressively is going to be Joker 490 Frozen on the Yorick. Wraith walking to reduce some of this auto attack damage and looking for an Entomb, finds it onto Phoenix. Of course he has Warp, and there it is, the salvo coming out, connecting onto 4 members. Leyline Seal gonna reset this fight once again. Jason holding that for the perfect moment. Twice now we've seen. There's a portal. Jason will escape to safety, and gems are very close for a 3rd time now for Divine 9. Can they find those last 2 and get them turned in? Judge Bread turns in another 3. They're now 9 away, but positioned on this aggressively to turn in is going to be First Pick Nova, and they're going to have to stop this. Here's Divine 9 re-engaging the fight. Mongoose absolutely blasted. I couldn't even tell you what just happened there, but he died so fast as a Johanna. Was that glitch damage? Like, I couldn't even tell.
Hate to see it happen. I mean, there's a lot of damage, and then you had the Leo Spooky Hand just burn through tanks. Ooh, another one goes. Thrall goes down, and it looks like he can get caught by the Entomb. Uses these shields, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think they're still going down, baby. You're gonna lose all those gems. Bye bye.
Combo came on Gul'dan backline. Wraithwalk walking forward, finding Gul'dan. You are dead. The Warp gonna try to get out of here for Phoenix, but here's Kerrigan pulling them back. Power slide to finish. That's a mega kill, baby. And Divine 9 now is going to get their 3rd Webweaver phase of the game, but first they want these bruisers. Looks like I lost your audio, Lucky, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I lost your audio. Let me try to reconnect with you really quick. You want to restart the call? I'll keep this game going in the meantime. Right now, we do have Divine 9 sieging on this mid keep wall. They have their Webweavers coming down as I'm joining a call with Lucky again. Hopefully, we get him on. Wall is taking a lot of damage. Lucky, you there? All right, Lucky's back. We do see a siege. There's a ley line only connecting on for 1. It's Mongoose and Johanna. Do not see a lot of damage coming out. There's a Wraith walk forward trying to find some targets. Does have Entomb available. There's a salvo on some low targets. The circle of healing does not come out. There's another great play. It's Gul'dan this time with the Horrify. They do not pick up a kill though. It's actually Leoric in spooky form. I did lie to you there. He did fall, and also falling is the Kerrigan. And that's going to be a 2-for-1. The first fight going over in favor of First Pick Nova. The first one we've seen all night out of them, actually.
The first, you see on the kill count, First Pick Nova has 3 kills to Divine 9's 10. It looks like the top 8 is going to go down. So it's just a bit unfortunate that First Pick Nova didn't get any turn-ins, and I don't have any gems right now. If 23 gems, okay, they're close to the first turn-in, but you never want to be saying that with only 2 keeps left in the game for your team.
Yeah, I mean, they had so many gems, that mega kill taking away every last one of them, and now they're trying to get in what they can. They have enough, but can they find the turn-in? There's Larson looking for it. Party Boy Corey holding a lot of them. Condemn coming on EPC. A big combo. The protect. Medivh with the save there. Jason keeping it fresh. Here's the turn-in. Will it be enough? No, not quite. They need to get Jet to turn-in point. The Entomb coming out onto Johanna. Had to use Iron Skin early. Will she have enough? Wow, look at that Purification Salvo. Going to find a kill on Kerrigan early in this fight. Leyline going to be used to reset it. But without Kerrigan, I don't know if there's enough damage to get any kills. There's a power slide forward with a 3-man mosh pit. It's going to be interrupted by the Condemn, and skating away here is Jet. Will he be able to survive? Looks like he will. He has that Echo right now completed, and he's getting a little extra trait heal out of it. Power slide forward. D-Shield has been used on Gul'dan, but falling is Thrall, and now they're looking for more. Jason with an aggressive portal forward. There's the play onto Johanna, has Iron Skin once again. Gonna be alive here, but still not getting their turn in. A re-engagement onto Johanna. A little greedy there, and Rabid Penguin taking advantage of it. It's now a 2-for-1 in that fight. Halfway to level 20 through level 19 for Divine 9. And yeah, this game is just not going anywhere for First Pick Nova.
No, they First Pick Nova fell behind. They didn't. So Divine 9 got to turn in twice, and after that turn in, they just controlled the map, and you're seeing exactly what happened on the Spider Queen when you snowball that early turn in. If you're playing the turn ins well, you're playing aggressively, if you're talented, you're guarding, you can get that second turn in. That's exactly what happened with Divine 9. They just completely controlled the map after that second turn in.
This wave here from Leoric should give them level 20. They are very close to trickle XP, excuse me. Just gave it to them. Level 20 is picked up. We have the Buried Alive talent from Leoric, which will definitely help secure some of those kills. Rewind out of Rhaegar. And Medivh is ready to cheat.
Yep, and it's going to be interesting because you get a big silence into the Blink Kerrigan Psionic shift. That's a whole lot of damage. I mean, a whole lot of AoE damage.
Spooky Hand missing there from Joker 490 Frozen. Gonna have to Wraith Walk out. Has his life. Doesn't want to lose it here. They have the level lead. They just want to make sure that they're using it to their advantage. Kerrigan getting aggressive. Avoids the Condemn. Medivh just did some cheating. There's the Mosh Pit waiting for the ley line, and a great Horrify used by Gul'dan. Certainly healing coming out, and the Purification Salva tried to get some damage done, but not quite enough. Thrall's looking to get some kills here, though. He's playing very aggressive. Jet on the front line, has that Echo, finds the Rhaegar. A jump back in out of Kerrigan, looking to get some kills. Doesn't get the combo, but gets a kill there. And falling is ETC and the Medivh. So it's actually a 3-for-3, and looking for more kills is Kix and Mongoose. They're going to find Phantoms. This Kerrigan is gonna fall. And 1, 2, 3, there it goes. Leoric, the only one still alive. That's a 3-for-4 advantage, and they might get this mega kill. Leoric cannot survive this. There's a stun from Uther, the Condemn from Johanna. Can they finish off Joker? And they do. Make it a full sweep of Divine 9. That's exactly what you needed if you are First Pick Nova.
Nova, push out them lanes, get that turn in. You need to regain this game somehow. Phoenix is up, Gul'dan is going to be up soon. Lanes are okay. It looks like Johanna is getting that turn in because they need to alleviate this pressure off of the lanes because they're so pushed out. They will do that. Phoenix is working on clearing mid. I like this. Push out your lanes. You got mid cleared, and Uther's working on top. That's really the lane that's the most devastating. You know, I'm gonna give it to First Pick. They're still in this game. They actually took a fight down a talent tier, down a person. Uther was like dealing with mid or top, and they came out ahead. So, I mean, listen, they're still losing this game. Yeah, they're gonna fight through.
They're in this game, and they have Web Weavers. They gotta get some structural damage here to open this map back up in their favor. They are very pushed back. Tooth keeps still alive for them, but that's not enough to win this game. They're going to rely on these Web Weavers, and they're looking for a quick kill right now. Can they find it on Leoric? A great protection from Medivh. The Ancestral not there in time. Leoric falls, and this is the opening they wanted. A 5v4 advantage now. Of course, it's just Leoric the one that's down, but having that man advantage could open up more kills. They got to get through this keep wall and look for more pressure. Their ultimates are all down. They have Divine Shield. They didn't get it off in time. The Mosh Pit connecting on the two. Can they find Kix as well to die? So far, he's living. Uther staying sturdy. Of course, he does have redemption available if he falls. Resetting the fight now. Medivh, he's cheating. There's the kill onto Uther, and it's now a 2-for-1 for Divine 9. Uther should be able to come back. He did pick up his redemption at level 20, and here he is. Kicks back on the floor, as well as Leoric on the backside. It's Phoenix really low on health. He's got to get some health back to make anything happen to fight another huge Buried Alive, this time connecting on Gul'dan. He's going to barely get away with his friggin' teleport ability, but he's so far out of this fight. Purification Salvo picking up a kill on Kerrigan, and first pick Nova is not out of this game. They got the bot keep, it's about to fall. This is exactly what they needed to happen, and they made it happen here at level 21, Lucky.
This is huge. Big play right now here. What first pick Nova does. Kerrigan down. Kerrigan's dead for another 45 seconds. All 5 members of first pick Nova are up. I want to see what they do here. Do they go for the ball? Do they push out? There looks like they're rotating towards this boss. I think they're going to clear out the wave and on top, and I think they're going to take boss. I like this play a lot. They have to be aggressive. They just have to make sure that they dodge the big ultimates from Divine 9. They need to dodge the lane line. They can't get 5-man mod. They're going for this boss, and I think they're just going to take it free.
Yeah.
Johanna getting low, gotta kind of keep her health full up because she wants to be healthy during this push.
Yeah, and of course, Uther is not exactly the healer you want when you're falling low on health as Johanna. Didn't even take the globe there, to my surprise. That's yeah, hate to see it. Doesn't have Laws of Hope at level 1 either, so doesn't have the self-healing. But here we go. A boss very close on their Webweaver phase. I don't think they'll be able to get enough off the few waves that are still sitting here. So I'd like to see some pressure. If it's not here on this top lane, maybe get that mid keep down. But it looks like they are going to try to make something happen here up top. The stun going to come out from the boss, not connecting on anyone. You have all 5 members from both teams here now, and this boss is at 50% health. The wall is down. The keep is all that remains here in the top lane of Condemn. Coming out from Johanna, looking to get this team fight started. Also is Phoenix on the front line. He's got that level 1 advanced targeting fully completed. Asunder coming out from Thrall's going to find it, but a great cleanse. Rhaegar keeping Jason alive here, but what's not going to live is this top keep. Make it 2 now for first pick Nova. We might have a comeback for the ages here on our hands, Lucky.
Which for all look like he wants to go on the deep with Johanna. You see, Salvo comes out. Ley line also countered through. The cheats come out, and there is no Salvo. Salvo does go out, not going to have too much value. And it looks like first pick Nova wants back out. Oh, Johanna is stuck there. Johanna needs to get out of here. Johanna died. Okay, she'll use, or if I use ETC getting low, ETC trying to kite back, Johanna going back in. The Entomb, Silence Entomb misses.
Power slide back in by Rabbit Penguin. Now falling low as Kerrigan has to go back to the Hall of Storms. Very healthy right now is first pick Nova, and we have to keep an eye on the gem counts because that's what this game is about to turn into. They have 9 on hand right now. It's still not enough to get this turn in, Lucky. They got to find gems on the map, and they're looking for them now mid, and they're potentially looking to take another keep out because this late game comp, look at this. You have Indestructible Johanna, can't die. You have Redemption Uther, can't die. And you have Unconquered Spirit Phoenix, can't die. 3 heroes. You have to kill them twice to make it happen, and all those cooldowns should be ready to go. So this late game 20 comp that we're seeing here, very creative out of first pick Nova, and we're seeing it actually work, Lucky. This comeback is so strong right now. They have 2 keeps down, all the pressure, the waves are pushed all the way back on Divine 9, and that means turn-in potential is all here for first pick Nova. They're looking for gems. They're going to get another 3 from Johanna there. They are now 1 gem shy of having enough for a game-winning potential Webweaver push here on Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Late game potential. You touched on a very good point. 3 of their heroes they don't die right away. Like, you have to kill them twice, like you do. And then even Gul'dan's got the circle. Hey, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna beat the hell out of this fight. Oh, big lane line comes out, hits 2 members trying to cheat. They get the Thrall on the tail end. ETC looking to set up with the, and there's a Silence Entomb on the Thrall. ETC trying to cut off the back line. Thrall does survive, blinks out. There's a big horrifying. So Salvo coming out. I think ETC will go. They get the stroke. Entomb.
Oh my! Spin on 3. D-Shield coming out on Phoenix, gonna warp away, and now here he comes. Does he have his laser? Yes, he does, slowing down members. He's looking for this ETC, and they find it. That's a kill, but falling is Uther. He will return. Huge poison damage on this backline, and playing very aggressive is the Phoenix. He's gonna fall, but he's got his shield, baby. Still alive is Larson, but 3 on the side of Divine 9 have fallen. And this is the opportunity first pick Nova was waiting for. Can they push the core? They're trying to get some minions up front with them. Mongoose up top. All the members are still alive with those talents that just don't let them die at level 20. And here it goes. Thrall on core. Gul'dan on core. The whole team of first pick Nova just made it happen here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. You might not see a better comeback for the rest of the NGS season. Congratulations to first pick Nova for taking the split here tonight.
GG BB. That was a huge comeback. Huge comeback. And you saw the potential. You saw the potential on that 4v5 fight where it was just like wild. And then you touched upon it when they got their 20 talents. And it's not even something I thought about, but then you talked about it. I'm like, how do you kill Devon right away? Delta doesn't die. That comes back. Gul'dan, just gonna blink away. Phoenix, hey, I got a huge shield. I'm not dead. Like, how do you kill these heroes post 20? How do you do it? You saw them. You saw the Divine 9 try and do it. It didn't work out.
Didn't work out. It's just straight up did not work out. I want to thank you for the bit there again, Steel. Thank you so much for that. Let's go first pick Nova. And indeed, after you see the conclusion of that map, 26 minutes and 55 seconds, first pick Nova taking the epic thriller for the ages. Tell your friends about this game. Tell them to go to my YouTube channel and watch it because, again, this was one of the greatest comebacks I've ever witnessed in Heroes of the Storm at any level. They had their keep down up against 6 structures, and they made it happen when they hit level 20. And it only happened because of that fight. They took level, was it 17 to 20? They took that fight?
They took it. I'm not sure if it was 17 to 20, 18 to 20, but there was one thing that was sure: if they did not have their 20 heroics, Divine 9 did, and they won that fight. They won that fight. They survived with 2 members, down a talent tier, down a man, and you saw the late game potential come from that fight. And then when they were on even talent tiers with their 20 heroics, man, boom, wiped Divine 9.
Wiped the floor with them. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere because coming up, we are going to have another cast here for you. It's going to be Regen Red up against Hot Boys, which is a grudge match for the ages. So I'm not even going to cut stream. I'm going to go on a short little 2 or 3 minute break here, and we're going to jump right into this game, and I'm super thrilled for you guys to check it out. So hang with us. Don't go anywhere. We have Regen Red up against Hot Boys coming up next.